What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna have a look at Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. Now, this appears to be a fighting game, so I will probably get my ass kicked in it, but I can still show you how it runs on the Steam Deck, and then we'll move on to the Asus G15 Advantage and do at least 1080p and 1440p. Then we'll do the secondary and primary computers, and then we'll move on to the next game. I think that's a pretty good idea, and of course, if anybody wants to see it on ultra-wide or 4K, just let me know. I definitely don't mind doing custom videos. I just don't see the point in doing ultra-wide and 4K when almost no one watches them, when I could be making videos that someone else requests. So, now why don't we go get this guy hooked up to the capture computer, and then hopefully sound and everything will get captured on it, because I did Scorn and had no damn sound, and that sucked. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm gonna pay way closer attention this time, but in any case, let's get this guy hooked up to the capture computer. We'll go get ourselves a little screen recorded gameplay, because this game is probably one of those games you just max out and get 60 FPS the whole time. And then we'll get a little camera gameplay too. But that's not the case. We'll of course go through the settings until it's playable. So let's go get into it.
Well, all right, let's begin the video here with a quick look through the settings. We're gonna try maxed out first. It might not work, but we can always try, and if it doesn't, we'll just keep dropping the FPS down. And if I drop it once, I might as well go through all the settings at that point, so. Anyway, we've made it back all the way to the top, so now let's go see how it runs in the game. Well, here we go with some gameplay here. I figured we were about ready to get into a battle, so I started recording. Hopefully they're not just going to talk for too awful long.
We finish this tonight. Summon every ounce of determination you can muster. I won't be holding back, and neither should you. Now come!
Alright, here we go. Looks like it's time for a battle. Alright, so what do we got here? Alright. That all seems pretty self-explanatory. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, it definitely looks like we're not staying above 60, that's for sure. We're dropping frames like crazy. But I didn't think this thing could handle this game maxed out.
I'm coming. Hold it. I'm coming.
Oh?
Waterfall basic.
Okay.
Waterfall basic. Waterfall basic.
Alright, so anyway, now why don't we start doing what it says? I just wanted to keep hitting him with all the moves at first just to try to see what kind of frames we would get, but it seems like we're in the 40s, sometimes in the 60s. We're up to 60, but most of the time we are not.
Move your legs.
But if you just throw the game on 30, it'd probably be okay from what I've seen so far. There's like one part during like the opening sequence before I started recording where I saw it drop down to 22 for a second, but beyond that, during the actual battle here, I don't think I've seen it drop under 30. And that's what the game wanted me to do. It even warned me saying, hey, 60 might not work.
Come on, Tanjiro. You can do
And then a lot of other stuff's going to be 30 no matter what.
You have good control.
Anyway, though, why don't we now move along? Well, now let's drop it down to high. And let's go through the settings and see what all the high graphics preset has to offer here. Not too many settings, though, so we are already at the bottom, so why don't we go back into the game and see how it plays now. So now let's get a little gameplay here with the game on high. So far, it seems to be doing a lot better on the FPS for fight scenes, anyway. Cool. So, as far as fighting goes, at least in this area, it seems like we can hit 60 a majority of the time. I don't know if we're going to have to walk around or anything in this game. Cutscenes are always going to be 30. It even warned me about that in the settings.
In that case.
Total concentration. Water breathing. Fourth form. Striking time. A tie? Wait. No. Tanjiro is... There! The opening thread!
Opening thread, huh?
Faster!
And we even got a achievement. We got a trace memory, huh? Well, looks like we win. And I got a rank S. Cool. Was not expecting that, but all right, I'll take it.
Keep winning, Tanjiro.
Oh, we will.
We must defeat him.
We're gonna win like crazy. Hell yeah. We have chopped through the boulder.
The boulder.
And with that, let's go ahead and move on to the next graphics setting. So now for some medium graphics presets. So let's go through the few amount of settings there are here real quick before we jump back into the game. And we have already reached the bottom, so now let's go see how medium fares. Well, alright, it seems as though we do walk around. So, at least while we're out here, even medium seems to drop
What's
under
this?
60 a little bit. Which means high definitely would have. But a lot of
Okay.
people would be okay with this, just for walking around and whatnot, as long as it's 60 while you fight. That's what I care about most, but it'd be nice if it was 60 all the time, no matter what. And I think low is probably the only thing that's going to manage that. But that's what happens a lot of times on the Steam Deck. If you want that 60 FPS anyway, you're going to have to deal with turning everything down.
Say hi to Sabito and Makoma!
That's why a lot of times I just deal with 30 FPS or 40 FPS. Mostly 40 if I can help it. But I'll do 30 if I have to. It's better than having it just be like dropping frames all over the place like crazy. But that's just my opinion, of course. Everybody's free to do what they wish. That's why computers and things like the Steam Deck are awesome. Which it's still a computer, don't get me wrong. It's like a computerized console almost. But it still has a full desktop, and you can do anything you can do on a PC on the Steam Deck, really. It just might take a few more steps.
So this is Mount Fuji Wisteria?
Yes. We've made it. Alright. Well, if we're just gonna sit here and talk a bunch, I want to, like, walk around a little bit more here, at least, if we're not gonna fight. So I might just go ahead and pause here, and we'll come back, but... Here we go. Now we can go and walk around. That's what's awesome about being able to pause your recording. If you can notice things are going to be too talky, you can just pause for a second and then get to this point where we actually walk around and talk to some peeps. He was always funny in the series. And if I recall, he could only ever do one move, but when he was like knocked out or asleep or whatever, he could do that one move like a fucking badass.
Seriously?
And he uses lightning breathing, I believe, or thunder breathing, something like that. And since I like electricity, of course I like it. The Quiet Swordswoman. Anyway, let's move on to the next graphics setting. Well, now let's do low. But first, of course, we'll go through these few settings before we get back to that game. Doesn't take long, though. See? Look at that. Already at the bottom. Let's get back into the game. Well, here we go. Now we're on low, so let's see if we can pretty much stay at 60 the whole time. We dropped down to like 59 for like a split second, but
The entrance of
it's
the
looking
mountain
like
was
low is the
covered
way
in
to go if you
wisteria.
want a 60 FPS
was
experience on the
beautiful
Steam Deck.
and
I guess it doesn't
completely
look
different from
awful.
here.
Doesn't look great, but doesn't look as bad as I was
What a
expecting it
strange
to look.
place.
Some games just look absolutely atrocious on low. Some games, not so much.
Okay.
I think this game's art style kind of saves it. It just looks more and more defined the higher the graphics settings. And you know, now we don't have like any anti-aliasing or nothing, so everything looks quite a bit jaggier.
Excuse me.
But if you're just enjoying the game and the smoothness, you probably won't even notice shit like that. At least that's what I think.
There are scents coming from all directions now. Fear. Adrenaline. And demons.
Oh, yes. This looks like a good spot for a battle indeed.
Haven't tasted human flesh in forever!
Oh, okay. Looks like it's time for our first battle,
Might be
huh?
able to take them on.
Opening thread, and we can finish them off. Alright, that seems pretty cool. Oh, nope, I did not do that, right? Oh well.
I can see the demons' movements. And if I can see their movements, I can take them down no problem.
Damn straight.
I can do this. I know I can.
Oh, looks like he's about to hit me again.
No way!
Here goes nothing!
Alright, we water wheeled them in the back.
Here goes!
Oh, he had another attack after that. At least I blocked one. That's one thing I gotta do when I'm fighting these more. I almost never fucking block. You gotta block. You don't block, you usually get fucking over.
I can smell it. The
Oh, here we go. I think we got that thread thing. There we go. We sure did. But then there's still one more. What this guy's special is, mine is to do the same move over and over again and fuck this guy up. Because in these kind of games, I'm not fighting a real person. I've got nothing to feel bad about. As long as I win and don't lose, that's all that really matters. At least in my opinion. So in these kind of games, I do usually like to go into the practice section for a while, if there is one, and try to practice doing all the moves right. That way you don't have to just button mash like I usually have to do in these games, because I don't, either I'm just starting or I haven't played them in so long
Let's try that again.
that I forget how to play them properly. This one just falls into the ladder of just now just being a new game. It's got a lot to learn, but it seems like I beat them. Probably definitely not a S-rank battle by any means, but now we'll do my settings real quick here. Do a little camera gameplay of it first before we move on to the camera portion, which will be my settings again. Just camera recorded. But there we go. While I was doing that explanation, we already got to the bottom. So now, why don't we go ahead and hop in the game and see how my settings do. Probably won't hit 60 all the time anymore, but I think it'll still be a very playable experience. Let's go find out. Well, here we go with my settings now, so let's run around and see how it does. Now we dropped down to 55 for a second there, but seems like it's going to be a
I
50
can't
to
go any
60
further.
experience
I'll have
so
to
far.
find a different way.
Although that could have just been it loading some stuff in. Let's see. Does it still drop to 55 over here? No, it must have just been it loading something in real quick. But it was still a drop, so I like to say something if I see it.
Excuse me.
You look like you're hurt. He has lost all hope. Well, that's not good. You shouldn't lose all hope.
What's that awful smell?
Ah, we can track scents, can't we? All right. Well, obviously we go this way then. Ooh, somebody just booked ass. First, I want to get whatever this is.
Is that...
We got a memory fragment. But I'm not going to bore you guys watching those. Instead, let's get into a fight. And we'll see how my settings do in a battle. I'm kind of glad that happened. I was worried it was just going to be me running around. Alright, well, I can block some of their attacks.
Watch their movements. All I have to do is remember my training.
Damn.
That was nothing. Up you go.
Kick this guy, alright? Kick his ass good. Okay, so you cannot block forever. They eventually will block your block.
Let's try.
I figured they could get through
Now's my
this,
chance.
but have to test. All right, cool. Looks like that's my win. Seems like I did pretty damn good, I'd say, and I got an S rank too. That's pretty cool. But all right, though, why don't we go ahead and move on to camera?
All right, guys. Let's get a little gameplay in here. Ooh, this guy seems like he's seen some shit.
Hey, are you okay? What the hell was that? Was it some weirdo came out of nowhere and attacked me? He was shouting about something, but I couldn't tell. He's right. There's a strange smell in the air.
A strange smell, you say?
It isn't a demon. Smells similar to a human, but also like an...
Alright.
What the...
Well, I'm pretty sure I know who that is already.
What? That man with the strange scent is somewhere on this mountain. Gotta stay alert.
Okay, so where can we head to? Oh, there's somebody over here dead. Oh, looks like it's fighting time. Probably not gonna be able to fight so well with a camera in my face, but I'm gonna fucking give it a goddamn try anyway. I don't care how cheap I have to be. Damn it, he got me. But we got him with a water wheel. Ooh, he fucked me up real good there.
Let's try that again. Opening thread.
There we go. Opening thread. Head's gone. Alright, for a second there, I thought it froze and crashed, to be honest with you guys, but nope, we're good. Nope, they're dead, like I thought. Oh, more people getting fucked up over here, it sounds like.
Another participant. He seems awfully nervous about something.
Yeah, he does.
Seriously! Enough already! Much more of that and my heart's gonna pop right out of my mouth!
Now he's just getting mad at the wind.
It's dark and filled with demons. Just what kind of place is this?
Not a
Why did I
great
even
place,
have to
that's for
come to
sure.
This thing? I said I didn't want to. I know that sound! There's a demon around here! Oh man, just leave me alone, okay? Get me out of here!
That guy cracks me up.
There are so many kinds of people here.
There sure are.
This tree was knocked over. I can use this.
Yes, we can. We can run across it. Like a ninja.
Okay.
Thought I saw something there. Glad I went over. Now this looks like another good spot for a battle.
Here it comes.
Oh man, I dodged him so good. That was a perfect moment for a freaking attack, and I messed it up. Water wheel. Oh, he got me.
That was nothing.
Damn straight opening thread.
The demon's scent is growing stronger.
Alright. I think that's probably good enough for the camera gameplay, so why don't we now go ahead and wrap this video on up.
Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles, and I'd say it did a pretty good job. Couldn't handle it quite maxed out. Even if you set the frame up to 30, it still dropped down to 22 here and there. So I would say the best way to play is probably with my settings, and even then, every once in a blue moon it still dropped under 60 here and there, but down to like 56, 57, which I personally wouldn't care about. But if you always want a constant 60 and don't mind it looking kind of like crap, you could just turn everything down to low, and that seemed to hit 60 all the time no matter what. Just didn't really look that impressive anymore. But some people like frame rate more than graphics, and that's why I love computers. You can have either option you want. You're not told, hey, here's what you get, deal with it. But anyway, that's about all I got for this particular video. I sure hope you enjoyed it, and now it's time for me to move on to the Asus G50 Advantage and see how it handles it. Should be able to play the game maxed out, but maybe it can't. We'll find out, but we'll have to wait till the next video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure enjoyed making it, and until the next video, peace out, guys.